No, it's not. It's not on. What's that banging over there? Knock it off! Neighbors. Was it going or not? But, no. I don't see it. Oh, wait, no, it is. Is it on? Hello? Hello? Oh. Yeah, it's on. Oops. So anyway, Amanda's too busy to answer some of her fan mail, but I've been getting questions, and she asked me to do it because I'm a PR person. I'm Gus, a PR person, because I'm good with people and responsibilities. I think that's what PR stands for. People and responsibilities. And I am good at both of those things. So, she had some questions she needed answered, and I'm going to give you some answers. So, here we go. So, a question Amanda's been getting asked a lot over the past couple of years in LA, being a voice actress and whatnot, is, hey, how do I get into voice acting? I got a kooky kind of voice, and my grandmother says I would be great on the radio. She says I got a face for radio. I don't think that means what you thought it meant. I don't think it was a compliment. I think your grandma was dissing you. And she'll be like, hey, person that I don't even really know, but you're asking me career advice. I don't know. Let me think about that. So she thought about it, and she thought about it some more. She's a deep thinker, that one. And, it's a bit mental, actually. And then she was like, hey, Gus, can you do me a favor, being the best PR guy ever? And I'm like, sure, I am the best PR guy ever. What can I do for you? And so she wanted me to impart this wisdom to you via me. So here we go. This is how you get into voice acting. Oh, did it shut off? Gladys, you gotta work with me here. What's happening? Hold on. Step number 1. Don't suck. Step number 2. Why do you want to be an actor? Specifically, why do you want to be a voice actor? Because, I mean, the word acting is in the word voice acting. I don't know if it's one word or 2 words. Gladys, is it hyphenated? Gladys doesn't know. So anyway, why do you want to be an actor? Do you want it for the fame and the fortune? Do you want it because you want to play other people? You want it because you like to hear the sound of your own voice? That's a very popular one. Yeah. So it's good to know those things. Why do you want to do it? What's your end goal? What kind of medium do you want to be in? Do you want to do radio spots? Do you want to do the voice of, like, in the soy milk commercials? Do you want to be in anime, the little Japanimation cartoons? Do you want to be in the video games? Or you want to be in the audio books, books on tape kind of stuff? What do you want to be in? Oh, it's a serious question. Alright. So basically you're going to want to figure that out. Because you're going to need to invest in whatever area you're interested in. So you're going to want to, you know, research. If you're watching anime, you want to be in an anime? Okay. Watch a lot of anime. Figure out what the genres are. Figure out what the different reads are. Figure out the little weird breaths and the squeals they do and stuff. The weird, like, breathing stuff they do. I don't know how to do it. Amanda does it. I don't know. It's creepy. If you want to do video games, play a lot of video games, or at least look it up on YouTube if you're lazy like me. And, you know, listen to the reads. Be like, oh, that's what it's supposed to be like? I can sound like that. You got to be able to dial it up, dial it down, depending on what medium you're in. You want to do commercials? Listen to TV commercials. Listen to radio commercials, because they're a little different. The style's a little different. Yeah, so once you figure that out, you gotta have a strategy, because you gotta know where to invest your money. It's a helicopter or something. Knock it off! Step 3, be ready to spend some money. I mean, drop some big G's. Because like any business, you are a business. If you want to get into voice acting, it's a business. It's called show business. It's not show something for broke people. Basically, what you gotta do is if you want to open a restaurant, you gotta take out a business loan. Or you gotta wait till your aunt dies. And that might be a while. So in the meantime, you gotta take out a loan. You gotta put some stuff on your credit cards. You invest. Take some classes. That's the first step. Schooling. You gotta take this seriously. You can't, if you want to be a brain surgeon, you can't just be like, hey, I think I want to be a brain surgeon. People tell me I got the hands for it, so let me add a brain or something. Let me give it a try. I wouldn't let you touch my brain. My brain's like a national treasure. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, classes. Do them. Voiceover classes, acting classes. You want to be a voice actor? Learn how to be an actor. Learn how to play other people. Learn how to say words that aren't from your own brain. My gum lost its flavor. It's disgusting. So basically, you're going to spend a lot of money. You're going to spend a lot of money on your classes. You're going to spend a lot of money on your demos, which can cost like $1,000. Sometimes you got to take out a second mortgage. Is that what happens? I don't know how houses work. I live in my mom's condo. So, yeah. You want to spend a lot of money on classes, on whatever? I said that already. Basically, you're going to want to be the best you can be because it's a competitive field. Voiceover is one of the hardest fields to get into, and you're going to need the help, kid. No offense, but you particularly are going to need it. Particularly. How do I say? My mouth is falling asleep. What's happening? It doesn't always have to be voiceover classes. Sometimes it's good to mix it up. Keep things spicy. You're going to want to take voice acting technique classes because that'll teach you how to be on the mic. It'll teach you how to sell your sexy voice, your shrieky voice, whatever kind of voice you have. I don't know. And you're going to take acting classes because it teaches you how to be different people. It teaches you how to be inside yourself or whatever. Yeah. Theater teachers say, breathing through your butthole and all that stuff. Stanislavski. Sounds like some sort of pulled pork sandwich. Like coleslaw or something. Anyway, yeah, you're gonna want to take that. You're gonna want to do, let it stop, you're distracting me. No, I don't know what you're doing. Was it no, you're messing with the little thing. The little jewelry thing. Stop it, it's distracting me. Jeez. Alright, so, where was I? Classes. Take them. Go to theater school if you got time and you got an extraneous amount of money on your hands. So I used the big SAT word. And if you can get a theater degree, or at least do some plays. I personally went to dance academy. I was very good. I got trained and I was serious about it. And then there was the injury. I don't like to talk about it. One of the reasons it's important to take classes is A, you need to not suck, which was my first point. So to get you to not suck, you gotta get better. You gotta learn, you gotta improve, you gotta build skill or build a craft or whatever actors say. Makes it sound like you're a bunch of witches or something. And then the other reason you need to take classes is because that's how you're gonna meet people. It's how you're gonna make friends. It's how you're gonna make relationships with casting directors and agents, I guess, if they teach classes, or if they're not busy agenting, then they can teach classes, which is kind of weird to me. But anyway, yeah, you take classes with casting directors, take classes with other actors. Sometimes that's helpful because they can give you the perspective of what you need. Because if you're going to be an actor, it's good to listen to other actors. It's a passing of the torch of knowledge and stuff. And then the casting directors teach workshops. That's also helpful too, because hey, they're the people who are going to get you the jobs. So, sorry, I'm still thinking about Dance Academy. I was so close. Unless, point one, you suck. If you suck, don't waste your money going to a casting director workshop because they got long memories. They're like elephants. Well, they're not like elephants. They're not like fat. Well, I guess some of them are fat, but I'm not saying they're all fat. I'm just saying they don't forget things. Unless it's time to call you in, then of course. Well, where'd they go? I don't know. I don't know where the casting people are. They forgot me. But if you suck, they'll remember you, so don't suck. Once you start taking some more classes, you're going to start learning more things, and you're going to start getting different scripts and different copy, and you're going to play different characters. And at this point, it's good to start fine-tuning and figuring out what's your type. What kind of voice do you have? Do you sound like Fran Drescher, but you're trying to play like, Master Chief? What's happening? What's going on with your voice? Where's it placed? What are you going to get cast as? Do you sound like a little girl? Maybe you should start focusing on characters that sound like that. Do you sound like a big old warthog, like a Bolivian warthog? Do you sound like that? Then maybe you shouldn't be going out for like the teenage girl types. I hate to break it to you, but I'm just saying, as a friend, person to person, Gus to Gus. I don't know if your name's Gus. My name's Gus. Once you start figuring that stuff out, you can start to figure out, these are my strengths, these are my weaknesses, I suck here, I suck less here. Alright, let's go from there. Once you start doing that, you can figure out what you need to put together on a demo. Because your demo, that's pretty important. Because your demo, that's like your calling card. That's like your teaser trailer for the feature film that is you. It's like your goal with your demo is to basically be like, hey, get excited, because I'm coming for you. And you want to basically keep them from like going to the bathroom and refilling their popcorn and checking the phones and stuff. So you gotta make sure it's interesting. You gotta make sure it's strong. Put your best stuff up front. My mouth is falling asleep. I need more gum. Oh yeah. Give it a minute. All better. All right. So your demo. That's going to cost you a pretty penny because it's got to be professionally made. You can't record it in your garage unless your garage is a professional recording studio. And then in that case, why are you taking advice from a guy like me? That's not in a self-deprecating way. I think I'm pretty awesome. I'm just saying. Got a professional recording studio in your garage. I don't know why you're trying to ask me questions about being a voiceover. Amanda records her stuff in a closet. So I don't even know why you're asking her. Maybe we should be asking you, smarty pants. Once you got your demo together, Gladys, stop. I don't care what you're doing. No, stop texting your sister. You're supposed to be here, focused, helping me. Till death do us part, remember? Till death do us part. And also there was something in there about helping your husband when he's trying to film his PR interviews. This is a business. Thank you. Oh, Gladys, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, don't cry. Gladys. Hold on a second. Oh. Alright. Sorry about that. What the heck were we talking about? Demos! Oh my goodness, demos. Make sure that you don't suck. Make sure your demos don't suck. Make sure you do it right. You pay a lot of money. You sell your firstborn child. I don't care what you gotta do, but make sure that stuff sounds good. Make sure you put your best stuff up front, because they ain't gonna listen to more than 8 seconds, because they got the attention span of like a fruit fly. Actually, I don't know. Maybe they pay a lot of attention to things. They seem to hover around my fruit. Yeah, they're right over there right now, hovering over my fruit. Get out of there. Stupid. So you got your demo. You got your classes, you got your demo, you built up relationships with casting people. Now, you gotta start sending your demo out. You gotta send your demo to casting studios. You gotta send your demo to agencies, voiceover agencies. Obviously, you don't want to send it to other kind of agencies, because I don't know what kind of work you can get into in some of those. Some of the ones on Craigslist kind of skeeve me out. Send them to agents. But don't be creepy. So when you send your demo, you need to make sure you know what type you are, what's most marketable for you. Because, I don't care how good Wayne Gretzky is at hockey, okay? Like, he's great at hockey. He's, you can sell him on hockey. But if you're like, hey, you want to see Wayne Gretzky bake a cake? You wouldn't really want to do that. Actually, I don't know how good he is at baking cakes. He might be fantastic. I mean, he has been retired a while. Maybe he took up baking. Maybe he makes fantastic cakes. But that's besides the point. You need to be the Wayne Gretzky of voice hockey, not cake baking. Don't sell them cake baking. Vocal cake baking. When you send your demo out to agents, be respectful. Do your research. Figure out which agencies are right for you, which ones have clients that are similar to you, because if they're too similar to you, they're not going to want you because it's competition. So make sure you're unique, you have something to offer, you don't stalk them. I learned that the hard way. Don't stalk them. They don't like that. Yeah. It's basically like dating. Some etiquette rules with voiceover. You gotta be confident. Be sure of who you are and what you have to offer. Be persistent, but if you don't get a good response, ease off a little bit. Don't be creepy. Don't do anything that would get you maced if you did them to somebody in real life. Basically, that's pretty much just a good standard to live life by. Don't do anything that'll get you maced. Don't pester them too often. Send them an email with your demo. If they don't answer, give it a month or two. I don't know, 2 weeks, whatever. But follow up with them. If they don't get back to you, it's probably because you suck. Just kidding. You probably don't suck. Actually, you might. The odds are actually very high that you might suck. But on the other hand, maybe they never even opened it. Maybe they just scooted on by, didn't listen to you, and they did not discover the talent that is you, little rock star. And sometimes their roster's full. Sometimes they don't have room for any more clients at the moment. You might be great. Maybe try again in 6 more months. Or sometimes they're not in high demand for a certain type of person. Maybe if you did pig bat noises, that's a very niche thing. So if they get a role that's like, oh, we need pig bat noises. Oh, I remember that one person sent me the email and the demo was them doing pig bat noises. Or if you speak a language, that's important. If you're bilingual, you speak Spanish, that's really hot right now. You do Spanish, you can speak any other language and English, that's great. They love that stuff. They eat it up like cheesecake. Gladys, do we still have... What? Oh, she's still gone. She's mad at me. One thing that nobody mentions that is very important is that voiceover is one of the loneliest businesses in the world. Because when you record, you're barely ever in a room with anybody else. It might be you and the engineer. You're usually never working with the other actors unless it's original animation. And even then, sometimes they record it separately. You might be playing lovers in a show and you'll never have met them until you meet them at a convention or you meet them at a press conference or whatever. So, get a hobby, find other ways to make friends and build relationships outside of voiceover. I mean, you can make friends in voiceover, but it's going to be hard. So you're going to also want to have other things, like I got my gardening club. You just got to find stuff that works for you so that, when voiceover work is slow, because that happens too. There might be months where you're just not working. Just make sure you have a lot of friends, a lot of social support. Because otherwise you're going to be really sad. Dogs are barking now. What's the world coming to? Come on. Shut up. Shut up. Thank you. So don't lose hope. It took Amanda 3 years to get a voiceover agent. Even with a casting director submitting her directly to them. Only one responded. Only one. The other ones blew her off. But you know what? She's with a great agency now. They're getting her tons of work and the other ones are crying oh no, what did we do? We should have opened that email. We shouldn't have gotten that restraining order against her. What have we done? And they are now currently ruining the day. Ruining it. Don't be a pest. Make friends. Don't schmooze too much. Schmoozing basically comes across as, I'm making friends with you because I want to use you for some reason. I want the connections that you have. People can see right through that and they don't like it. Be honest. That's what people call me. I'm honest. They call me Honest Gus. Except I'm not really that honest. Usually it's just Gus. But you should be honest. Don't lie about your abilities. Don't lie about the languages you speak or the accents you can do. Don't lie about, don't lie about your height on your driver's license. I imagine that's probably pretty important. Wouldn't you say? Or like your address on your, that's probably really important, because where are they going to find you when they crack down on the drug ring that you lead? They're going to need to find a place. They're going to need to figure out where to find you. So make sure your address on your license is up to date. This is brought to you by your local DMV or MVA, depending on what state you're in. I hope from this you have learned that, I don't know what you're supposed to have learned. Don't suck, get training, invest in your career, don't be creepy, be persistent, but not like maceable persistent. Like pepper spray levels of persistent is probably too much. Want to hold back. Just slow down. Don't bother people. Be friendly. Just be friendly. Make friends. I just had a burp. Oh, I feel good. Just make friends to make friends. Don't try to think of what you can get out of it. In a city like this, like Los Angeles, that's where we are. Well, that's where I am. That's where Gladys is. I don't know where Amanda went. She went off to go to Egypt and dig up mummies or something. I don't know. I wasn't really listening when she said she was going. Yeah. Hope that was very helpful and informative. And, oh yeah, I forgot something. Once you're good, once you have invested in yourself, move to a city where they're doing that stuff. You're not going to be able to do video games in the middle of Kansas. In like the middle of a cornfield or a tornado or something. That's not the optimal place to be doing voiceover in a tornado. So, Los Angeles is where you want to go if you want to do like animation, video games, TV, like pretty much a lot of the stuff's in LA. For anime, there's a lot of stuff in LA, but there's also a lot of stuff in Dallas, Texas. Then there's some stuff scattered all over. There's some stuff in New York, a little bit in Chicago, some in Toronto. There's stuff all over the place. But figure out what's right for you, what city's right for you, what medium's right for you. You can do audiobooks pretty much anywhere, because now they're all making you record from home. Just basically go wherever's cheapest, because rent here is so expensive. That's why I'm living in my mom's condo. There's no shame about it. I'm a grown man who sometimes needs some assistance. That is a very desirable trait, humility. I am willing to ask for help. And so should you. There's a friggin' helicopter every 10 seconds. Okay, scratch that. Don't live in Los Angeles. Bye. Don't wanna be all by myself. Is it still recording? Pig bats.